So good morning, everybody in Australia, and good evening to people in North America and UK. Right now, I see Kamran is here. Um, this is the weekly chart review slash weekly wheel call, beginning with S&P 500 futures. We had a nice little pullback here, and this is just preparing to shoot up beginning next week. If we look at it on a weekly chart, I've been calling out for a few days now. This pattern is coming into formation like this, and actually it had a formation like we had in November, and specifically 16th of November. These 3 weeks of November, exactly forming similar pattern here. And after this pattern here on in November, we had a 2-month long bull run. So that's what I'm expecting. Let's So we should be tracking upwards on ES. Let's go to NASDAQ. NASDAQ is also showing something similar to ES. This does not have a precedent here in November, but this pattern is very similar to S&P 500 futures, and we can expect it to move towards the next resistance level of 14,224 to 14,194, essentially 14,200 ballpark figure. We should be headed towards that target in next couple of weeks. Um, Going over Russell quickly. Russell is consolidating and is forming exact same pattern as S&P 500 futures. And this consolidation on Russell has been long overdue. And hence we did see a bigger push down here, although the bulls took charge and pushed the candle way back up again. Let's look at it on a daily chart. This is what happened on Russell. It came down to this level of this channel, blue line, and then on Friday, it got a pushback. So this is a consolidation happening on Russell. So Russell itself may actually consolidate for one more week, if not more. We may see a equal size candle right next to the red candle right here. Let's talk about Dow Jones. Oh, Dow Jones has a good doji right here. So this doji itself represents a support slash resistance level, and being a weekly doji, it's a reasonably strong support slash resistance. So once we are past this level, this itself will act as a support on the way up. So Dow Jones is also set for uh, upward trend. The next level on Dow Jones being 32,700-ish, 500 to 700 level. That's where Dow Jones would be in the next couple of weeks. And rather, this would take maybe at least 4 weeks, up to 22nd of March, we may get to this level. The candle of weekly candle of 22nd of March. So Dow Jones may take up to 4 weeks to get there, not 2. Let's quickly go over with the ASX. Oh wow, this is forming a pullback on a weekly, which is a reasonably bullish pattern, strong enough. But if it fails here, we may test 65.99-ish level, 6600 level. But from the looks of it, this actually lags behind by at least a day, if not more, from S&P 500. So the pushback on Friday like we saw on ES. We have not seen that here, so we may see some bullish trend when the market opens here in Sydney tomorrow. Um, so this is still not in danger zone, still at the borderline. Let's go with Nifty for people who invest in India. Nifty is forming exactly same pattern as S&P 500 futures. However, here is a bearish engulfing candle. So uh, the overall trend is still bullish. This only is a momentary uh, bearish candle, and we may see uh, a sideways candle on Nifty uh, in this week to come, because this is also trying to cross this resistance level at 15,173, and that's why it may not be as bullish as other indices are expected to be. This may just try to overcome this resistance, just like this little guy. So if this forms a high base here, we did form a high base on weekly here, we had a shoot up. A weekly high base here, we had a shoot up, and similar expectation is that if we form a high base here, we may again start shooting up on Nifty. So that's it for me today, and um, you are free to unmute yourself.